Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're drinking a beer from Mill Street. Today's Mill Street beer is Jiggers Delight. Jiggers Delight is a California common. It's 5% alcohol. It says St. John's over here, so I'm guessing it's one of the St. John's brewery recipes. What's that say? Sorry guys, it's just... It's brewed by Toronto, Ontario, Canada, but it says St. John's over on the side. I don't understand. Now, Mill Street is a... I really don't understand why it says St. John's. It's brewed in Toronto, and well, it had to be brewed in Toronto to be bottled and sold in the 6-pack. But I'm going to assume that it's a St. John's recipe, because they do have a brew pub in Ottawa, they have a brew pub in Toronto, they have a brew pub in St. John's. I believe there's one in Calgary as well. There is one out west, I just don't remember where it is. Anyway, let's do this California common, shall we? We don't want to put the whole bottle in because I'm going to be doing a BDU tonight, so this is what I'll be drinking on BDU, is the leftovers from my reviews. So, beautiful golden color, lots of carbonation moving in there, bright white head, a little bit of snap crackle pop to it. It's a beautiful looking beer. Scent. It smells like a beer. I mean, it doesn't smell like, say, Anchor did as a California common or anything like that. And Anchor is basically known to be the reinventor of the Steam and California Common brands. But this smells almost like a macro beer. I mean, I don't think it is. Yeah, they're owned by Labatt now, but that doesn't mean anything. Joel is still working there. Steve is still there. The guys are still there. They wouldn't just roll over right away and start making nothing. But it does kind of smell just like a macro beer. But I mean, a California Common isn't the most flavorful brand of beer anyway, the favorite flavorful style, so maybe. Let's try it. Cheers. Yeah. That tastes a lot like Labatt 50 with a little bit more of an earthiness to it. It's light, it's sweet, it's light-bodied, light carbonation, sweet. Not even malt sweet, just cereal grain sweet. And then an earthy finish. Well, slightly earthy finish, and that's really the only flavor that's in your mouth. Other than that sweetness, there's just this slightly earthy bitterness. Yeah, sweet and earthy. That's it. Can I say there's any faults in the beer? No, I can't say there's any faults in the beer. Can I say that I'm really, really excited about the beer? Again, no, I can't say I'm really excited about the beer. I can't say anything bad about it, though. There's nothing good to really say about it other than it doesn't have any flaws. I drink it at basement temperature, so it's not like it can hide anything. I don't mind it. It's just a beer. Like, seriously, this one is just a beer. That's it. It's just a beer. It's not, and I know a lot of people have taken Mill Street as being, when they were a craft brewery, they were still thought of as, the beginner craft or the middle of the road craft, where you usually didn't get anything bad, but you usually also didn't get anything mind-blowing. They were safe, but they did a whole bunch of different styles. A lot of times they did styles that weren't really made very often anymore, like, say, a Rogan beer. They were one of the first breweries in Ontario to do a Rogan beer. So, I mean, it's stuff like that. Like, they were adventurous, but they were safe at the same time. And, I mean, so this kind of fits in that category, It's a safe beer. It's a style that's safe as well. I mean, a California Common isn't really all that flavorful. I mean, Steam's more like a cream ale with, the Anchor Steam is more like a cream ale with more hops to it. And that's kind of what I'm getting out of this, which is, this kind of is coming off as a cream ale with less hops, but more hops than Labatt 50. But I mean, I don't know. I could see if this was actually brewed in St. John's as being big there. I mean, their craft beer scene is not the biggest, so stuff like this probably is a lot different than what they're used to. But here, after over 4,000 beers, it's okay. It's drinkable. At a 10 on it, I'd probably give it a 6. There's nothing wrong with it. But now remember, my grading is not completely on just flavor alone. It's on whether or not I would buy it again. I don't need to drink this beer again now that I've drank it. It's not something that's really on my list of things to do. So, with that being said, it's not a bad beer. You may enjoy it, so try it. Cheers, guys.